this week's Torah reading of Nitzavim, the Torah establishes the principle of mutual responsibility amongst Jews. Hanistarot l'Adonai Eloheinu, the hidden things belong to the Lord our God, meaning that if a Jew violates the commandments in hiding, it's up to God to settle the account with him because nobody saw him. But Haniglot lanu ulvanenu, but the revealed things apply to us and our children. Meaning that if a Jew violates the commandments in the public eye, revealed, we all have the responsibility to establish societal responses and norms to root out such transgression from the public sphere. Rashi says, look at those words, us and our children. They're written in the Torah with actual dots over them, like this. Rashi explains that those dots are a qualifier, that the mutual responsibility doesn't start until Ad shavu et haYarden v'nasu arivim ze lezeh. Until they crossed the Jordan River into Israel, they had that ceremony on Mount Gerizim, and then became responsible one for the other. Why? What does entering the land of Israel have to do with the principle that should have started upon accepting the Torah at Mount Sinai? The concept of mutual responsibility at Mount Sinai, when we were all united, should have kicked in right there and then. Perhaps we can find the answer in the words of one of the greatest sages of all time, the Rambam. He writes that God forbid, if there were a moment in history in which no Jews were to live in the land of Israel, that would constitute the end of the Jewish people, even though, he says, Jewish communities in the diaspora would continue to exist. Because only in the land of Israel are we considered a nation. And therefore, only upon entering the land of Israel can we kickstart this beautiful principle of being mutually responsible one for the other. In sum, we can deduce from this verse and the Rashi and Rambam commentaries that a Jew who's content being a bystander in Jewish history, he can stay in the diaspora and perform the commandments as an individual. But Jewish adults who want to play an active role in Jewish history, they must come to Israel and be a Rambam-defining integral part of the Jewish nation. Shabbat Shalom from here in Soccer Park in Jerusalem. And if you haven't signed up to the Israel National Torah email newsletter yet, you can do so at the link below for more great content.